can't stop the rain.
So let me ask you this: for people's opinions on can men and women be friends, 80% did say yes, and 20% said no. Which honestly, I was surprised.
Friends on people all the time, and they probably think like one day we're gonna be together. And I think a lot of shows and like songs always make you think like, oh, we friends, and then one day the sun's gonna set and I'm gonna be in love with you, and that's just not about to happen. Like even with the movie, what's my movie? She says, when did you fall in love with rap? When did you fall in love with music?
Oh, that's sugar.
People think that if I'm your friend at the beginning, then maybe at the end we're gonna be in a relationship. So I mean, it happens. I flirted a couple of times with friends. That's, you know, both sides. We was both messing up. It just was messing up. It was just messing. But I wasn't in a relationship and they weren't in a relationship. So you kind of cross boundaries. But the next time
you can't stop the rain.
So let me ask you this: when you did do that, did you kind of not necessarily regret, but kind of been like, dang, should I not done it? I'd rather have this person as a friend.
I didn't regret it. Do I miss that friendship? No, it was toxic after a while. And it was because we got our wires crossed. And but no, I don't miss the friendship. And I don't regret it. You live and you learn.
I have had someone who I have dated years ago or whatever, but we always stayed in contact. We always have talked and always been to where it's still like that friendship, not necessarily to where you just like, okay, I'm across this line, we're gonna do this and that. I feel as though with him, he knew that if I wanted to keep him as a friend, he was able to just be that friend and not be pushy, not want to, you know what I'm saying? You know, just be that friend or whatever. Honestly, I would say I kind of not necessarily regret, but I knew that I always wanted more with him, but I knew that we could just be friends.
So you put him in as a starter and then you benched his ass.
But it wasn't that. It was just that I knew how I felt about him. But I knew that I wasn't completely done with another situation that finally, you know, letting go. That's all it was. It was just more so protecting his feelings and mine in that situation. That's all.
The question on the table now is, have you ever friends on somebody and then you wanted to bring them off that bench and put them into play?
I have, and I regretted it. I mean, because like you try, because I think after a while when you get to know somebody, you're like, this is a nice person. Like, why don't I like this person? Like, this person is so nice. And then after a while, you be like, okay, I see why I did put them in that friend zone.
Let me say this. I have learned, which I know happened. I'm just talking about from just a friendship perspective, not where I mess with this person, just know from how when they have been in a relationship and just from me knowing as a friend, you know what I'm saying? That people are totally different in a friendship and when they in a relationship. And I will say with this person, I don't like when they in a relationship because I don't like who they are.
So even back to Chandra, what you were saying about you took them and then you regretted it because it didn't work. But like what? Sometimes like you do that and you learn. Like I don't regret anybody that I benched and then unbenched. I just don't regret it. It was a great lesson learned. I think they learned. And I don't have
lessons you don't want to learn. Shit.
Well, do you not want to learn? Because life is your best teacher sometimes.
I just never did it.
You know what lesson I did learn? Stick with your gut. And follow what
I did learn that. Now, yeah, you're right. I did learn that because I did unbench him, and then we went out, and yeah. Mm-hmm.
I'll say that. I put some in the friend zone, and I don't regret it.
So you don't regret it?
Nah.
Nah,
I don't regret it. Like
women, we be having too much remorse. We be like, wait, did I make the wrong decision? Let's see.
I mean, sometimes, you know, I mean, have I thought about it? Yeah. But at the same time, and then after serious consideration, I was just like, nah, I'm cool. I'm good.
Tier, have you done it?
Yeah, I always put people back in the friend zone. but I don't know, like, I'll be always having like a connection with people for some reason. Like, I can never like end with anybody on like a bad level. So like people I deal with, we still end up being like
cool,
good friends afterwards. You know what I'm saying? Like sometimes I feel like we should have started off being friends anyway, because this person is a great friend. I wrote that this person is a friend, not ever with anything else. You know what I'm saying? That's even with me and my daddy. Like we were like not cool with as in a relationship, but when we came friends, I became my dog. But I have a type of I don't know, this is something about me, this spirit that I'm a friendly person, and every male that I've dealt with, they tend to latch on. So
okay, we got that sauce.
Tara's very friendly. Yeah.
I still have a person in my life I've been dealing with for years, but that's just like my friend, like my friend. Tell them everything, tell me everything. Like that's my dog.
I'm gonna try it. I don't know.
Ever took the first step of talking to a guy?
Women don't try and holler at dudes, so we always got to hunt for y'all because it's in our nature. We always the hunters.
Yes, I have. I always do
I
it.
remember somebody did ask me that, and I know stories of people who doing it, which has been successful. Some people, it just has not. Whatever it is, what it is.
Back to what you were saying. So when you say the men are the hunters and the women, like y'all hunters, when does it dawn on y'all that actually we're not trying to be hunted? We're actually just friends? Because sometimes women, we run into this issue where it's like, why does he think we playing hard to get? Well, actually, we don't want to get got. Like we're just friends.
Some dudes, they want to either they want to sleep with you that bad, or they really do want to be with you that bad, and it's like it's gonna take them a minute before they actually get it in their head, or until they find someone else that they have interest in. Basically, like it ain't because in that, how many times does a man hear no before he hears yes? You see what I'm saying? So then it's like it's kind of like a game to dudes now. That's why dudes holler at multiple chicks for the most part, and then they start dwindling it down, picking a litter, or if they keep hollering at a chick and eventually she gives in, then they feel like they won, or they like, well, by this time I'm not interested in her, so now I'm about to play her ass.
What you gotta say, Trina?
I mean, I told men no. I've sat down and told them no. I told them I know I gave you mixed signals, but like I'm a work in progress. But I really don't want to.
I know I touch a leg.
I'm not even gonna lie. I'm sorry if you don't want to be my friend. I'm sorry. This is just my personality. Sometimes I just get, it's 9:00. I get a little, That's why I said you got to be in bed by a certain time. You got to be in bed by a certain time.
Like touching a lot of legs.
Don't touch no legs. Don't touch nothing, because that's why you gotta be in bed at a certain time. You set those boundaries in any relationship, guys. Please listen to me from experience. I'm speaking from experience. Set those boundaries at the beginning. Make sure, as a young lady or a lady, period, you are in bed by 10:00. You don't need to call. Just text them and say, "Hey, I made it." Don't get on that phone. Nothing after 9 and 10ish. It gets real. The lines get a little blurry. I don't know why. It's just the lines get. And I'm just speaking from experience. Maybe that didn't happen to y'all, but from experience, the lines get a little blurry. And I just say, no, I'm good.
Actually, after you've been drinking a little bit, like when you drink, I don't know what takes over your mind. It's just like everything go out the window. If you're talking to, a man and you're hearing his voice, sometimes you say some things you don't mean to say.
Absolutely.
Y'all know drinking make you horny.
Y'all
whatever.
Damn well.
Right. The hell. That's what it is.
Blame it on alcohol. The alcohol brings the truth out and how you feel at that point in time.
So you saying all them times my uncles and my family was fighting at the barbecue after they drunk? They
wanted to fight before they was drunk.
I thought it was just alcohol.
No, that they get pissed off a little quicker and they say one little thing and it's on and crack.
I've probably been thinking I've been trying to fight this nigga for 10 years now.
I got the perfect excuse. I got the liquor in me. Liquid courage.
I just want to say one last statement. I just feel as though if you do have that that opposite, friend of a sex, and then you end up being in a relationship with someone and you feel as though you need to change that dynamic, that lets you know that the intentions of just being a friend wasn't just there. That's all I have to say.
I don't know about that.
Feelings change over time. I mean, you can't help what you help. You can help. You can't help your feelings. you can help your feelings because you can keep them in check. So you can't help how you feel, but you can keep your feelings in check in regards to how you still communicate with that person.
And I think sometimes people influence, like you always have those people like, y'all should be together, like y'all look good together, like he's
because
nice.
a lot of people can't trust that a man and a woman can be friends, so automatically they be thinking like you could be more than what it is, you know.
I'm pretty sure plenty of people up at the job probably thought me and the work wife had been fucking, and that's not the truth. And I'm a male and I'm saying that.
I know. I remember my Thursdays, Mylan. You know, what was it? Side chick Thursdays, because I had to share you with her. Yeah. So it's okay. I was side chick Thursdays.
I think they do, but you have to really be intentional about it. So if you know that this is just your male friend, like you have to be intentional and you got to shut down all the noise. Like, nah, that's not what it is. Don't start no rumors, because that other person might get in a relationship and now they're like, man, she just messing with everybody. Like, and you know, you can be talking. So you have two male friends and your dude thinking you messing with everybody. You're like, everybody, that's two people. I'm just talking. You know, they exaggerate sometimes. People start all kinds of stuff.
I had a work husband, which legitimately we just friends, nothing more, never thought about it, whatever the case may be. And I remember when I ended up being pregnant with Brooke, he no longer ended up working there, right? We still have been friends, but somebody had came to me and asked me, was he the baby daddy?
I need to know that.
Have y'all ever been in a relationship with somebody and they say that's their friend, and then you find out that not only were they friends, but it was something more than
because they still alive.
I have.
Yeah, I'm to the stage where shit we around just alone.
I'm not one for the foolery. I'm not doing it.
My question is, so when you start to notice that, you know, okay, it's some maybe a little shaky, do you interfere with yourself and like, okay, my man needs a friend, I need to be his friend so I can prevent this friendship from splashing over, or do you just let it go?
Well, my thing, they were friends and they've been knowing each other before I came along. You get what I'm saying? So, which I kind of like had a feeling to where they may want it more, whatever the case may be or whatever, which we definitely had that conversation at the time. No. Then I can't even tell you exactly what actually happened or inspired to where, you know, they wanted to be more. I can't even tell you that, but I just knew always deep down. I just knew.
I never think it's okay for a woman to try to tell a man what you ain't gonna do. They already established a friendship, so why would I come in and try to ruin a friendship? I play my cards. I wait until if it comes. Like I said, if it don't come back to me, listen, I'm not one to dig anymore. But if it comes to me, I'm mad because I give you any man I talk to, I give you so many chances to say, T, right. I'm out. Like I sit down, check in. How is this going? How do you feel? What can I do better? Let me tell you what you can do better. So like anytime you could have just said like, hey, like I really want to be with her. And I would have been like, man, y'all should. Maybe y'all should. I'm one for that. Maybe y'all should be together, you know? So you don't have to hide things from me. I don't understand why men or like people in general try to hide things. Like, just be honest. Like some people, it might hurt. Yeah. I'm just the type, I like to check in and ask like every 6 months, like what's going on? Like where are we at?
Every 6 months. What's going
every 6 months to be exact.
Hey, you're looking at somebody.
Because I just don't like.
Ain't nobody trying to get shanked.
All knives aside, no knives, no weapons. Where are we at? I just feel like open community. You should be able to communicate with me. I'm not bad. I mean, it's life.
You're right. You should be able to communicate that, but it's hard for people to tell the truth how they feel and be able to just walk away. That's the thing, because some people like, nigga, I done wasted all this time with your ass. Like, yeah, something about to happen to you. Or some of your possessions, something. Something's gonna happen. Hope you got a extra tire in your car. Something.
Oh, see, that's crazy. No, you can't control people. Yeah, I'm sure some people do, but you don't want to control a man. Like I never want to be that woman where he like, man, I can't leave her because she's gonna be crazy. Like I just want to be like, cool. Like you gotta go.
Yeah, that's why if something ended, all right, peace. Like you ain't even gotta worry about me. Like I'm not about to do that. I'm out. I ain't got time for that because I wouldn't want nobody touching my stuff, so I ain't gonna touch theirs. That's how I look at it. Please don't touch my cars. Don't.
A lot of people don't have that strength to be able to just walk away like that. Like I admire that because a lot of people don't.
Because a lot of people think time is. Like that. I mean, obviously, people don't want to waste their time. They feel as though they invested all this time or whatever. But at the end of the day, like, be happy. That is better than you continue to waste that person's time. Or you still being a part of something that you know that he definitely don't want to be there, but you're still trying to make it work.
Even the person that leaves, I mean, they still think of it as well. Not to say like they are or are not in the wrong. It really depends on the situation. Because I've left a situation and it was due to we couldn't get it to work. And I had thought about it, and it was what was best for me at that time. So, yeah.
And I wouldn't say that it's always easy because here you said, like that takes a lot of strength. It doesn't happen the first day, but like when you have two people that were in love with each other, like y'all should be able to sit down and somebody has to be the bigger person. And like MJ said, like sometimes it's the man saying, hey man, this ain't gonna work out. And when it comes to love, like if I love you, I want to see you succeed in everything, even if it's not with me. It would be selfish of me. And I would say that in a message to the guy, like, man, I want you to stay, but I know we're just not compatible with each other. And it hurts me to leave this. Like, make this easy for me. So it's not like I woke up one day and I was like, oh, I'm done. Like, it takes a lot of strength, a lot of being honest with myself and that other person. And when you with the right people and they like, man, I love you too, then y'all can have those conversations and be like, man, this ain't gonna work. But I would want it to, but I know it can't. So like just being honest with yourself. It hurts. Like I'm not even gonna lie to nobody out there. Yeah. You got to walk away and be like booed up and what is it? Hashtag. I don't have social media. So what is it called? Hot girl summer. All of that, yeah, no, you're not feeling hot girl. You feeling real sad girl. That's what you feeling like, sad girl.
Yeah, it definitely hurts. I say that, and that's coming from a man. We got feelings too.
And see, that's why I'm the way I am now. Like, cause I don't waste so much time, and like that hurt. I'm cool on feeling like that again. So.
You got one time
on. Man, I don't even, I'm not feeling like that no more, ever, okay? It takes a lot for me to like somebody, because if I give you my time and you waste it like I wasted time before, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know how it's going in.
You might have to mess up that car, Tier.
Sierra tell us that every episode.
Don't play with me.
Don't play with me now.
Don't play with me.
It took for me to just now realizing like the thin line between the love hate, is real.
That's real. That's real.
He played with that woman. Like for real. He played with her. You can't play with women.
But she was kind of crazy too, though.
She was hurt.
She was crazy before he met her.
Like he really took a lot of stuff to the extreme, but it goes back to us to do better with paying attention to those red flags and also checking ourselves.
He that woman.
He was taking that money for that club.
He was taking that money, but you can't tell me that he also was doing all the stuff in the midst that she also was like, well, why you didn't call or whatever, why you wasn't here or whatever the case may be.
I would say she was wrong. She was wrong to go that extreme. I'm not better than her because I ain't gonna say I ain't never thought about doing some stuff, the Lord has been on my side.
Everybody didn't thought about doing something bad. Whether you act on it or not is the question, because we all got bad thoughts regardless. That's human nature.
And I don't think her putting the cake with the knife in there, that wasn't bad. She was actually doing justice there. The knife was in the cake.
Yeah, it was in the cake. It wasn't in him.
It wasn't in him, and it just started going crazy. She started getting a little crazier, but she started out good. Just calm down. But this was a good discussion.
Thank you all for tuning in today's episode. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and follow us over on all our Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok channels.